Welcome to our show Around Kuwait, where we shed the light on the most recent events and focus on the trending news that have been happening lately. I'm your host Abdulatif Lanizi, and tonight I'm joined with my colleague Hiba Al-Qahtani. Good evening, Hiba.
Good evening, Abdulatif, and a good day to all of our viewers who are watching us today, especially when it comes into our program Around Kuwait. I'm very excited, especially when we're going to talk more about all of the things that has actually been associated with Kuwait, updates, stories, new things, and I'm very sure everyone is really eager to know about what do we actually have when it comes into our headlines.
And of course, for the headlines that we have for today, Kuwait has been in two great powers, United States of America and also China.
Yes. And moving on towards, we have the Civil Service Bureau has actually declared flexible working hours.
Yeah, and of course, for more, we have the Winter Wonderland opening its doors soon, where we have a lot of people actually excited about that.
Yes, I'm very sure, especially I'm one of the people who are really excited about Winterland. Moving on towards our fourth headline, we have Kuwait Oil Tanker Company obtains ISO certificates for the integrated management system and comprehensive risk management.
Wonderful. So where we come up to the first topic that we have for today, we will start our show. The Kuwait has visited two major superpowers.
Yes, indeed.
United States of America, specifically at New York, for the United Nations General Assembly, the 78th, where our Prime Minister had been there, and of course has visited China for a tourism projects for contracting with their company that they have for there and bringing them up here to Kuwait.
Yes.
We're actually excited about that.
Yes, and I'm very sure that everyone is really eager to know more about the updates that's going to be happening here in the country. We do really need that kind of development and that kind of great movement to be actually obtained in the country itself. Moving on towards talking about the zones in the country, especially we're talking about Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, talking about all of the things that is actually associated between the borders themselves. They've been talking,
Yes.
That kind of thing has actually been associated since ages over there, but the most important thing is to obtain that kind of balance between the citizens themselves,
Yes.
between Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, like everyone. We had that great bond before, and we still have that great bond, and especially when we're talking about these kind of zones. I'm not a political person, to be honest, but talking about that, it's very important to always educate ourselves about that, about how important it is to maintain that kind of balance.
It is, and it's really wonderful to have this type of connection with the countries that's close to us, and I think it is really wonderful. Also, in the United States of America, Kuwait has discussed its right to navigation. Representative of His Highness the Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah, His Highness the Prime Minister Sheikh Ahmed Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah affirmed on Thursday that Kuwait considers the agreement, which is Khor Abdullah Waterway, and its valid force. The state of Kuwait will consider the agreement to regulate the navigation in Khor Abdullah and also the security swap, which is also really important, maintaining the security there and the safety of navigation. His Highness Sheikh Ahmed Nawaf said in his speech at the United Nations General Assembly in New York, exactly at the 78th, they talked about the importance of respecting other countries' protocol, and also it's really these rules that we have, these rules that have been set, it's actually really important to prevent the chaos, to prevent the border violations. I think it's really important for us, which maintains the main source of financial varies, and it's really important for us to have these rules. But
Indeed.
we have the respect of the countries that we get, and I think it's really important. So discussing about that, but what's more important is that we visited China, and when we visited China, we actually took the agreement with them of having more countries here in Kuwait to talk about and to contract with them to bring more tourist companies, projects that we need here in Kuwait. And we've seen lately that one of the projects, multiple actually of them, one of them is the Blajat air waterfront, and we have more and more in the future. I think I'm really excited about that, but unfortunately it's starting when about the winter season
Yeah.
starting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
because of
well,
that.
to be honest, like everything, since it's really positive in trying to revive the environment itself. I mean, we have summer all season. If we were talking about winter, it's almost, let's say, 2, 3 months, like heavy rain, a little bit cold and chilly,
Not
and then
all of it.
that's it. Like, to be
Yeah.
honest, if you count it, it's like almost 3 months. But the whole season that we actually face is summer. Due to our location here in Kuwait, desert location, it's always hot and sunny. But aside to that, it's something very positive. As you just said and
Exactly.
highlighted, talking about agreements, talking about how important it is to follow the rules, having these districts, zones, areas provided, of course, with all of that kind of peaceful environment that we actually have within the borders, within everyone's surrounding is important. Having China
is.
in the country to revive and have this kind of, let's say, contract and trying to make touristic side glowing is also something aside to that very, very positive.
And that was our first topic. Stay with us for more and more topics that we will discuss about after the short break.
Kuwait has recently engaged with two major superpower countries, the United States of America and China. In these discussions, they addressed various important topics. In China, Kuwait focused on the future of our beloved country. Much of the conversation revolved around investment and construction agreements in Kuwait. In the United States of America, that Kuwait considers the agreement to regulate navigation in Khor Abdullah waterway valid and fully effective. This agreement and a security swap protocol are vital for maintaining security and safety in navigation, preventing chaos and border violations. Kuwait also expressed its acknowledgement and appreciation for this diplomatic effort aimed at preserving the country's rights and developing its resources. The Prime Minister reiterated that natural resources in the submerged area adjacent to the divided zone belong solely to Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. Furthermore, the Prime Minister highlighted the new Kuwait vision, which aims to transform Kuwait into a financial, commercial, and cultural hub. This vision aligns with international economic and financial indicators, emphasizing diplomacy as a means to contribute to humanitarian initiatives and the country's relief legacy. These diplomatic efforts demonstrate Kuwait's commitment to safeguarding its interests, fostering international cooperation, and pursuing a prosperous future.
And we are back, dear viewers. We have another news talking more about the Civil Service Bureau that actually sets for timing for flexible working hours.
Yes, they said this for the flexible working hours because it's really important, because we had the last year and also almost every year that the traffic jam has been affecting a lot of people, and a lot of people cannot go to work. Sometimes they go lately. We've seen a lot of accidents, unfortunately. So these flexible hours will actually help a lot for a lot of people. The people who has kids and families, people who they don't have anything just to do, they can go early. So they have set 4 timings, which is from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. And they have 7:30 to 2:30 p.m. and from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and from 8:30 until from 8:30 until the 3:30 p.m. And of course, it's really important. I mean, if I have kids, I can set the time from 8:30 to 3:30. I can drop my kids to school, and then I can go back to my work, which is really perfect. A lot of people, they can skip the jam. They can go from 6:30, go immediately to work, where they can start from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. I think it's really important. Of course, you had a little bit of issues because of that, because of the work when you start really early with the school traffic and also the work traffic. you have come to it, right?
Like, to be honest, it's a 50-50 situation. I mean, there is a wins for others, there's a loss for others. I mean, it's kind of a thing that, especially if you're a parent, then you have to divide your time with your partner. I mean, in the same time, you want to go both to work, you want to go and find a specific, let's say, timing to drop your kids and come back to take them again, you know, because one is going to have the job to always take them in the morning, drop them to school. You know, kids are really naggy, they really like to sleep, don't like to go to school, they cry. So I think the mothers are really great in taking them, but they're always spoiled by her. Therefore, this is the jobs for the father, but taking them back would be really helpful for mothers. Therefore, mothers to go really early and try to take the timing that helps them to go for their kids, you know, because in the end, you have to find the balance because you are going to take them.
You really thought about it.
Yep.
You really thought about
Since
it,
you're a
thought about
parent,
the timing.
since you're a parent, you're going to think about timing, you know. That's why I tell you, it's a 50-50 situation. It's way different when you're single, you know, because you only think about you going to work, going to gym, coming back home, socializing with everyone.
Exactly.
But when you're a parent, it is more of a, let's say, a great whip where who is going to take who's going to drop who, you know? Yeah.
Exactly. A lot of people, they don't have drivers.
Yes.
A lot of parents don't have driver to take their kids, and they don't, and some of the schools also doesn't have the bus services.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but for me personally, I know a couple of friends who love to go at 8:30 to the work.
Yes.
Because they wake up at 6, they go to the gym, they take a run until the traffic goes off and everything calms down. So then they can go to work.
Yes.
It's really perfect. And when you finish from 3:30, also you can have overtime because I took my time to sleep. It's really wonderful. But for you, which time you would prefer, Heba?
Well, talking about my work, unfortunately, I have to go really early and then
wake up from 5 a.m.
Yes, to be honest, especially if you have a toddler, like if you have a kindergarten child. Therefore, her place is really far away. She has to go out from home at 6:20 minutes. Because if she's like almost 5 minutes late, she cannot reach because of the traffic. Therefore, in the end, talking about that, I mean, it's very helpful for a lot of parents, a lot of people.
A lot of people.
As you just said, we have so many people are really happy to go at 8:30, come and leave work at 3:30, not having any kind of traffic in between. I mean, it's really tense, you know, to have that kind of sense of being in the car, stuck in the crowd, let's say,
you can feel the time
suffocating from the traffic itself. Yeah.
Exactly. And for that, a lot of people, they actually been complaining for a long time because of the traffic.
Yes.
And they didn't know that there are some solutions that they can work with. And alhamdulillah, we have one of the most perfect, which is there are 2 hours separate almost.
Yes. Yeah. And what we want to say to the ones who are watching us, I mean, try to enjoy the traffic that you're actually having by listening to a playlist that you like, trying to maintain the balance and try to know what do you have to do, let's say, to organize your thoughts. Try to take it in a positive way. And the most important thing is to always keep it safe. I mean, don't use your phone. It's really crowded over there.
Yes.
You could do any kind of accident, and we don't want that to happen. So please take care of yourself while driving in traffic.
Exactly. And all the thanks to the Ministry of Interior for their wonderful work. Organizing everything, organizing the traffic, trying to increase the smoothness of the road, and they are helping a lot. Whenever wherever you can find an accident, unfortunately, they would work to solution immediately. Not only that, we actually have seen the wonderful work where they can help everyone who their car got broken or something. They're actually helping them.
Yes.
Yeah, they actually help them. So we have this wonderful work from the Ministry of Interior. But for me personally, I would give more, and because of the flexible working time hours, it's really wonderful. Because personally, when I had this solution, I said to myself, I wish if I work in the morning. For me, I don't work in the morning.
Yeah.
But
so
when I saw it, I missed it.
You missed that opportunity.
Because before I switched, because before I was working from 6 a.m. to 7.
So you
from
switched
7
because
a.m.
of the crowd, and now
Because of the traffic.
there is a solution. I mean, we talked about this topic very much. It's one of the topics, it's the hot topics that everyone would like to talk about, because it is really a positive solution for everyone, and hopefully you are one of the ones who actually got a benefit out of it, not like Abdul Latif over here.
Oh,
but
no, I didn't.
We're going to continue, of course, when it comes into our topic and headlines, so stay tuned to this.
In our modern world, the traditional 7-to-1 working day is constantly evolving, thanks to organizations like the Civil Service Bureau that recognize the value of flexible working hours. This shift brings forth a multitude of advantages, with one notable benefit being the alleviation of traffic congestion and the subsequent improvement in road conditions. Flexible working hours offer employees a range of start times, allowing them to stagger their commutes. This simple adjustment has a profound impact on our daily lives. With fewer people hitting the roads during the typical rush hours, traffic jams are significantly reduced. Flexible hours empower employees to tailor their work schedules to better align with their individual needs and responsibilities. This newfound control reduces the frantic rush to and from the office, contributing to a healthier work-life balance. Empowering employees to choose their work hours often results in increased productivity. They can select times when they are most focused and energized, leading to higher efficiency and better outcomes. On a broader scale, fewer cars on the road during peak hours have a positive environmental impact. Reduced traffic congestion means fewer greenhouse gas emissions and less air pollution, contributing to a more sustainable future. In conclusion, the adoption of flexible working hours, as exemplified by the Civil Service Bureau's approach, brings multifaceted advantages. Beyond personal benefits, it extends to our society, easy traffic congestion, and improving road conditions. It's a transformation that enhances not only our daily lives, but also the world we live in. Flexible working hours represent a win-win for individuals and the environment alike.
Welcome back, our viewers. Of course, for the third topic for today, we have the Kuwait Oil Tanker Company announced that it has obtained ISO certificates, which are exactly three: the Quality Management System, of course, Environmental Management System, and Health and Safety Management System, Occupational Health and Safety Management System, to say it right, of course. These certificates, congratulations on that, and I think it's really wonderful, because we've known for a long time that the Kuwait Oil Tanker Company have been working really hard to earn these certificates. Not only that, we actually seen the good and the perfect quality with that.
Yes, indeed. And
Yes.
I mean, in the end, this is a certificate that it is very rewarding, and I'm very sure that everyone is really proud about it. But we want to know more about it, so let me read for you a little bit. So what is the ISO prize? Now, this ISO prize has a number of awards, and that is actually recognized by the contributions being made to international standardization. So talking about the Lawrence D. Eaker Award, recognizes the excellence in standards development and is open to all ISO and ISO IEC technical committees. Now, this is something very important to highlight
It
about,
is, exactly.
of course. Talking about the second position, which is the ISO Next Generation Award, recognize young professionals from ISO members who are championing sustainability-driven standardization and the value of partnership. So this is the other type we're discussing here. And then we have the third one, which is the ISO Excellence Award, talking about the achievement of ISO technical experts, and is open to any individual nominated in the capacity of expert, project leader, our convener in a committee working group. So we've been discussing about what are the prizes in detail.
Exactly.
I mean, talking about these kind of competitions and certificates, to be honest, being presented, you won't get this certificate if you're not working really hard and competing to other different companies over here. So therefore, it is very important to be recognized by such certificate to prove, of course, how qualified you are when it comes into your position. Now, we've been talking about, let's say, having people and members having this kind of, let's say, certificate in certain matters and position. I mean, it will encourage everyone, you know, to work really hard, to try your best, to be recognized when it comes into such a position and certificate.
Exactly, and these certificates will actually improve their morals to get more and more with their work. I mean, it will increase the quality, even more the quality. I mean, let's say for the first one, they have it for the environmental management system.
Yes.
Okay, which is really good, and we need it, the environmental causes. Also, the quality management system. But the Kuwait Oil Tanker Company has said in a statement that these actually said the statement to obtain these certificates will actually reflect the commitment and implementing the Kuwait Petroleum Company strategy for the year 2040, the year 2040, which the states as that companies performs that work high in high efficiency and also adheres the highest standard of health. For a long time, we've seen the perfect work from the Kuwait Petroleum Company.
Yes.
Kuwait Oil Tanker Company at the same thing, at the same line, working in a good quality, working in a good and perfect harmony together. And these actually representing the work, the wonderful work from the Kuwaiti power.
Yes.
Exactly. So for a long time on these statements and also on this meeting that we have here where the Kuwait Oil Company has stated that they have the perfect workers. And I think it's representing really good.
Especially when we're
quality.
talking about the vision of 2040 and trying to have the more sustainable, let's say, energy resource, talking about how sustainable is everything that is going to be happening here in Kuwait, trying to be very developed at the same time, trying to be very eco-friendly to the environment. I mean, you're talking here about the KOC company itself and how important it is to be eco for the system itself and to be friendly for the ecosystem dealing with that. And of course,
but they have the new achievements also.
Yes, indeed. So when we're talking about the new achievement, now the company that mainly involved the ownership and management of tankers engaged in the transport of crude oil, refunded petroleum products, talking about liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, and with 64 years of experience, funded in April 1957 by a group of Kuwaiti pioneer investors. So dealing about that, I mean, it's a very huge gap when you're talking about the year itself. I mean, 1957, it was even before the independence like of Kuwait, like we actually got it in 1961. So talking about that within that time.
It was really a long time ago.
It was really. So also, and 37 vessels are operated in line with the international shipping industry standards, and 2 LPG filling plants with production capacity of this plant is actually equivalent to 13 million of 12 kg LPG cylinder a year. So we're talking about big numbers over here, dealing with the visited for the 494 ports by KOTC vessels transporting a total of, now this is a big number, 255,997,035 BBLS of crude oil, petroleum products, and LPG. I mean,
that's really a big number.
I had to really read it all out when we're talking about such great numbers, such great news, and such great, of course, achievements.
Wonderful. Stay with us for more and more topics that we will discuss about after the short break.
Kuwait Oil Tanker Company's recent achievement of 3 ISO certificates for their administrative system encompassing quality management, environmental management, and occupational health and safety is a significant milestone that underscores their commitment to excellence and aligns with Kuwait Petroleum Corporation's 2040 strategy. These certifications are a testament to the company's dedication to operating at the highest levels of efficiency and maintaining stringent health, safety, and environmental standards. By adhering to international standards for risk management, Kuwait Oil Tanker Company further demonstrates its commitment to ensuring robust and reliable operations. The integrated administrative system, as emphasized by the company, is indeed pivotal for any organization striving to enhance its performance and deliver outstanding services and products. It plays a crucial role in directing efforts towards achieving quality and effectively meeting customer requirements. Kuwait Oil Tanker Company's pursuit of these ISO certifications reflects a commitment to excellence that not only benefits the company, but also contributes to the broader goals of safety, environmental responsibility, and high-quality service delivery.
So we were talking economically
Yep.
and about the products that will help our countries, which is the oil, of course. It's our main source of economy. Now we would love to talk about also oil and the Kuwait Oil Tanker Company. So what about the Kuwait Winter Wonderland? I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
So about that, we're about to start it really soon. I think it's almost in October or November. We're going to start it. I'm really excited, but unfortunately for the last time, we couldn't go in because it was really crowded. You can never find tickets. Immediately it will be sold out because a lot of people, they liked it. A lot of people went to it and I couldn't go.
Yeah.
So there are some updates. There are some new updates about that. We are really excited, almost the double of the number of the visitors. And also, it's actually been upgraded from 70,000 square meters into 115,000 square meters. It's really
Indeed.
wonderful.
Indeed. Now, talking about that, Abdulatif, like we all had our great memories when it comes into the location of Winterland.
Yeah, it
talking
is.
about our childhood, how we used to go there and play at the park itself. But they've said there are lots of roller coasters that are really going to be very interesting. People are really
More
going to
games,
like
yes.
it. More games. Talking about the capacity itself, as you just said and highlighted. Now, this is very important. Hopefully, and I really wish about that, is they will provide some kind of, let's say, roller coasters or some kind of games for a little bit of toddlers or kids, because we used to hear people say that it's not really appropriate for a certain age of kids. Like if you take a 3 or 4-year-old, they're not going to really, let's say, explore it as much as you want. But at the same time, as a parent, again, dealing here from my own point of view, you want to have fun, you want to explore
Sure,
the area
yes.
itself, but at the same time, you want your baby to have fun at the same time. So try to find the balance. Hopefully that was really fixed. We are wishing all the best when it comes into that. But if it's
course.
not, again, you can
Yeah.
always keep them with your mom at home and just go explore it by yourself.
Okay, but I have to ask you, did you
Yeah.
went to the Winterland last year?
Unfortunately, because of the timing, and we used to have a lot of shooting here in television, I actually booked a ticket who I wanted to go with my family and end up giving my ticket to another family member for them to actually go and explore. So I couldn't do it.
Are you planning to go for this year?
Yes, I'm trying. And I wish that I will manage to do that, you know.
Actually, I wanted to go there, and more than 6 times exactly I tried to get the tickets, but every time I go inside the website, either the website
Sold
will
out.
be jammed, or it will be lagging, or it will be sold out.
Yes.
So unfortunately, I hope
So
that this issue
hopefully-
will be fixed.
Yes, hopefully. Now, this is a kind of issue that people dealt with. A lot of people were, let's say, facing that kind of problem. Hopefully, this kind of problem is actually fixed. But dealing with that, I mean, everyone excited about it. It's almost there, almost opening. Everyone could see it from.
I'm actually excited more.
From the borders itself.
Yeah.
Everything is being set and built, and hopefully, it's going to be very, very amazing as always, and very inspiring for everyone who didn't get an opportunity to go and to try Winterland, to actually have an opportunity this time. And maybe people would try to give some space for others to share, you know, try to maintain that kind of
I don't think
relationship.
actually that this will be a problem for this time, because there are 30 new games, doubled of the numbers of the visitors. I mean, for the last time, I don't know how much it was exactly for the number of the visitors, but this time it's double.
I think it was almost 3,000 or something like that. I'm really not sure about
if it was 3,000,
yeah.
this time will be 6,000, and it will be on daily basis open, so you can go whenever you want, which is actually perfect. I'm really excited about the new games that they had, but I don't know. I would love to ask about something about the parking spots. Is it going to be like more increased about that, the numbers of parking spots?
Yeah,
Because I heard that it was an issue about that.
Yeah, I don't think so. No. Like even back in the days when we were talking about the previous park that it was held in the place, it would always get to be crowded. We used to always park a little bit farther away from the parking lot itself. But I think it's not going to be a big issue since you're a person who wants to go and explore. Just go on time, try to be there very early, and try to enjoy. I mean, you know what's really interesting is that people really, some of them really like when there is sun out there. Some of them really like it when it's really sunset, and the others like to go there when it's really at night.
Yes.
And you know, one of the things that people used to advise me to do is to try to go there at, let's say, almost 11, 10:45, they would say it would be really empty and you can, let's say, enjoy exploring it better, and it's gonna close at 12, so you have a little bit of a time.
12, yes.
Yeah, so they used to tell me like it was a trick. Go over there at 10:45, try to play as much as you can, because
10:45 p.m.
yes.
Okay, I don't think there's going to be enough time.
No, like,
I mean, if I would go,
you know why?
If it's closed at 12, I would go like at 8 p.m. or 7.
You know why? Because people will be leaving and there won't be any queue in line when you want to play a game.
Well, there will be
So
any
that what
games
happened.
enough time to play.
I mean, to be honest, anything is better than standing for almost 2 to 1 hour in queue to play a roller
Not
coaster.
2 hours. It's almost 3 to 4 hours in queue just to
Thank
get
you.
inside the
Now,
games.
now you're making me really intense to actually go at 10:45.
But
if
you
it's
can
gonna
invest
save
that
time.
time. You can invest that time. I mean, if you have work to do on your phone or the iPad, you can do that work through 3 to 4 hours. And
Yeah.
if I go there, I would go there with my chair to sit on the line.
Well, you know,
I would do that.
I mean, one of the things that really makes me think about is there are people who are really terrified about crowded places, like when it's
We have
really,
it all the time, crowded
like
places.
when it's really crowded. Yeah, that's why. Like there are some people when it's really crowded, you know, you feel like I cannot enjoy my time. I cannot, let's say, feel like I'm in the right place, you know. So
They shouldn't
trying
go
to find-
actually. If you don't like the crowded places, Winter Wonderland, definitely it's going to be crowded. Even if they double the visitors and they double the space and from 70,000 to 115,000 square meters, they're also going to be crowded.
Yeah.
They're going to be even more and more people.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. So, but when we talk about Winter Wonderland, it's not only giving us entertainment, it's actually giving a lots of jobs opportunities to a lot of Kuwaitis. And which is wonderful. And if you went to Kuwait Wonderland, I didn't go, but what I heard and what I've seen, my cousins and my family, when they talked about it, they actually talked about that you can see most of the staff are Kuwaiti, which is really heartwarming and wonderful. And I hope that wherever I go, I can see the staff are Kuwaiti, giving more jobs opportunities. You can say they are working, they are trying to get more chances of life, which is really wonderful.
Yes, indeed. And one of the most important thing is giving opportunities for small business owners to have their own space, giving space for restaurants, and lots more of facilities is very important.
I actually thought about that. I thought about opening my own project just for Kuwait Winter Wonderland. The amount of people is really big, really huge amount of people going there.
Yep.
And all of them, all what they are trying to do is to have fun. But when you think about it, there are a huge queue lines, okay, for the games. But thought about the other type of the people. They go just to make some videos. They're going just to make some, to take a walk up there, okay. So what do is to make the places or to make more restaurants, more space for coffee shops. I think this will also give more opportunities.
Yes.
It will actually be more investment
Yes.
for the Kuwait Winter Wonderland.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
And especially now, it's an opportunity, as you just said, because it is a way that you actually could explore your own business, your own ideas, you know. People sometimes would really be terrified in exploring and, or let's say, exposing themselves, their business, their ideas. What if I fail? What if no one is actually helping me out? And, you know, lots
Exactly.
of bad image could actually happen.
Exactly.
But I think the most important thing, if you are a person who wants to, let's say, create your own business, try to find a kind of a management, a great management, you know, a person who could actually help you out, even if it was only for winterland season. I mean, a lot of businesses are only there for just a season, you know, and they're very successful. People will wait for them months, years, even for seasons.
Years, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they are.
it would be very great and a very great idea and opportunity, because I mean, it's going to be there for a season. You're going to have half of the season as a holiday, trying to think about the new things that we'd like to add for the new season. So for me, I would see it as a very successful opportunity for a business to actually grow in certain season. But the most important thing is to find a great idea, find the great target, and the whole image itself of what you'd like to present for the public.
You have your good idea with the
Yeah.
business. So
Yeah.
are you planning to open a business there?
Well, I'm a person who always likes to have ideas and try to, let's say, elaborate on them.
actually
But
seen
I
that.
don't have the time to do that, so yeah.
I actually seen that on you, that you have this wonderful business idea, but I didn't see you open it or trying to
Yeah.
apply it on the real world.
Yeah, it's because
Well,
there's never a time for it. And I think it happens, it's
Exactly.
gonna happen on the right time, you know?
but there is something important that I would love to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Before we opened the Winter Wonderland the last year, we've heard that the ticket is going to be 10 KD per person.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were mad about that, but for the wonderful cooperation work with hearing the people, they actually made it from 10 KD until 5 KD.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really wonderful and heartwarming to hear that. When I heard the news at first, that it's going to be 5 KD, I thought it's going to be for 7.5 or 8 KD or 6 KD. But they actually cut the half of the price, and a lot of people had the opportunity. I mean, if it was 10 KD and you have 3 kids and you have also, let's say, a husband and 3 more family members, it's going to be really costly. It's going to cost a lot of money. So this is one of the reasons that a lot of people were actually mad about it. For me personally, for me, only me and my wife, it will only cost 20 KD. So this is not going to be a lot. But counting the restaurant, counting the
Yes.
food, counting the games, it was going to cost a lot. I hope also for this year it's going to be 5 KD. Seriously. So if I go taking my brothers, taking my family, my mom, my dad, inshallah it won't cost, inshallah it will be 5 KD, because this time it won't cost me a lot.
Yeah, and I think this is a kind of an idea that they actually, let's say, keep it in the market itself, is because they try to give people opportunity to actually have more time to come, you know, giving other people opportunity, to be honest, because if it was, let's say, really less, I mean, a person would always buy tickets and just enter the place itself. But if it was for a certain amount of money, people would really consider, you know, like, I will buy the ticket
Exactly.
now, but I cannot buy it again, you know, because it
Exactly.
will not give opportunity for other people.
And there are something, and there's something about that. Sorry for cutting you off. There is something really important about that. A lot of people, they buy the ticket from on official places.
Yes.
And please do not buy it from them. Do not
You
buy
mean
it
the
from
black
them.
market?
Yes, I got scammed actually 2 times.
No, this is a very
2
unfortunate.
times. There was a guy, and I couldn't find the ticket. So and my family really wanted to go there. So when I talked to my
It
family,
would be one ticket sold for a lot of people, you know.
exactly. So yes, exactly. So but this is not what happened to me. The guy asked me, and he said the tickets will for 2 person will cost 10 KD. I said okay, I'm gonna buy it. Send me the link. I bought it. Okay, I said okay, where's the ticket? He said there is insurance, 10 KD for each person, not to destroy the governmental properties, which is any games or anything inside. I said, well, okay, send me another 10 KD for each person. So that will cost right now 30 KD. And then he said 50 KD to go. I said, okay, it's a scam, because I got the account from the social media. And he
Yeah.
scammed me for almost 30 KD, and he was going to scam me for 80 KD for only 2 tickets. So please, you have to be careful about that. You have to be
Yep.
careful not to buy the tickets from unofficial places.
Yes.
It's really important.
Yes.
Because you get it from official places, get it from the main website. If you didn't find it, then from trusted person.
Indeed.
That's it. Yeah.
Indeed.
Winter Wonderland's expansion this winter went from 70,000 square meters to an impressive 115,000 square meters. This marks an exciting development in the world of entertainment and leisure. The growth brings with it several noteworthy changes. One of the standout features of this expansion is the addition of 30 new games, providing visitors with even more diverse and thrilling entertainment options compared to the previous year. This increase not only enhances the visitor experience, but also keeps Winter Wonderland at the forefront of innovation in the industry. The fact that the number of visitors has doubled compared to the previous year is a testament to Winter Wonderland's popularity and the excitement surrounding its expansion. This remarkable increase in attendance reflects the growing appeal of the park and its ability to attract a broader audience. The expansion doesn't just benefit visitors, it also opens up more opportunities for business owners. With additional space for booths and restaurants, entrepreneurs have a chance to showcase their products and culinary delights to a larger and more diverse crowd. This not only boosts the local economy, but also enriches the overall experience for visitors. In summary, Winter Wonderland's expansion signifies a remarkable growth in both scale and offerings. The addition of new games, a substantial increase in visitors, and expanded business opportunities all contribute to making Winter Wonderland a premier destination for entertainment and leisure, promising an exciting and prosperous future for everyone involved.
You know, Abdulatif, it was really great episode that we had today, talking
Yeah, it
about
was.
very great topic and headlines, and I think maybe let's say talk about them in general. That what
Really
we
fast and
discussed.
quick.
Yeah.
Yes. For the first topic that we talked about, that Kuwait has visited 2 major powers, United States of America and also China. We are also excited about the future when they visited China, and all the thanks for the great work for visiting United States of America.
Yes, indeed.
Also for the second topic,
Yes, we discussed about the flexible hours that have been held, of course, when it comes to reducing the amount of time. And this is very important and very helpful for everyone who is a parent, a single person who would like to go away from the crowd. It was a very great opportunity.
yes, and all from the flexible time, flexible hours, which is all thanks from the Civil Service Bureau for their wonderful work trying to make everything flexible as possible. And for the fourth topic, also we have for the third topic, Kuwait Oil Tanker Company obtains IR certificates. All thanks and congratulations for them for their wonderful and hard work. And also for the fourth topic, which is I love and I'm so
Yes.
excited the most.
Which is Winterland coming back here in Kuwait, and hopefully
is.
everyone is going to have their opportunity to actually explore and enjoy all of the amazing opportunities they are going to provide for everyone.
It is. So, and for that, thank you for joining us on this episode of our show around Kuwait. We hope that you had fantastic work and acknowledging together that the great participation of our country in many parts of the world.
Yes, indeed. Highlighting and talking about most of the important things that is actually presented here in Kuwait, and hopefully everyone was very, got all of the information and it was very beneficial episode. So see you soon again.